so I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
Andrew McCart, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Liverpool. I'm with the Scouser himself, Peter McGrail. Peter, I think I didn't see you up until the fight in Japan, so how's it been since then?
Was last time I seen you, Dubai?
No, it wasn't Dubai. I think it might have been the Liverpool show, Olympia one, yeah. So, yeah, then you had that fight out in Japan. I haven't seen you since that, so... Yeah, how's it out there in Japan? And obviously a huge card for Inoue Butler.
Yeah, lad, it was boss, you know. Obviously all the family got over and that. Last time I was there, didn't really get to see much of Japan, and obviously didn't get the result we wanted. But this time's obviously professional game, different experience. The family was over there, making memories for us. But it was a good experience, like another away day. Obviously we had Dubai, but this was a little bit different to Dubai. No one really spoke English in that. It was good experience to have in the locker, do you know what I mean? And put a good performance in. Got the kid out of there in too, which he was meant to be a bit of a stayer over in Japan, do you know what I mean? And I think like the Japanese over there, the press and that, they were impressed and that, do you know what I mean? So might have put a few Japanese people on me, and then obviously you had Inoue then, didn't you, on the main fight, on the main card, and he's obviously beat Butler, and then he's moved up to super bantam. So it's, you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying, lad. Like, I'm still a little bit away from that stage yet, but it's just Simon's mad sometimes, innit? And obviously I've ended up on his bill there, and then he's moved up to my weight. So it just could be a potential fight for me in the future, and it was good to see him live and see what the atmosphere is like over there. If ever we do have to go over there to fight him, do you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask. Seems like Inoue's saw you on his undercard and thought, I want a bit of Peter McGrail. I don't want to become an undisputed two-weight world champion. I want a bit of Peter McGrail. He's up at the super bantamweight, so let me go and chase him. Yeah, like you said to you, a long way for yourself. I mean, this is only going to be your 7th professional fight, this one here. So, respectfully, you are quite, not a long way, because you are an Olympian, and we've seen that these Olympians that come out of these Olympic cycles, they get pushed a little bit harder than most 8-rounders and 10-rounders in their 8th, 10th professional fight. So, I wouldn't say you're a million miles away. I would say maybe 5-6 fights away, if that's okay for me to say. But yeah, I mean, super bantamweight division's tasty division to be in. Inoue fighting Stevie Fulton. Then domestically, you've got Lee McGregor, who's moved up as well. You've got Shabazz Masood. You've got Liam Davis, who's British and Commonwealth champion, I believe. So great division to be in, Peter.
Yeah, definitely. I know what you're saying there, Andy. There's stepping stones you've got to go through to get to that level. Do you know what I mean? And on the domestic scene, you mentioned a few names there, and some of them fights could pop up, and obviously I'd take any fight with any of them names with both hands, and just eventually move on to keep moving on the levels, you know what I mean? So at the moment it's just I'm focused on Saturday, another fight in Liverpool. Everyone there, friends, family, obviously loads of Scousers in there for the likes of Paddy Lacey, Robbie Davies. Yeah, it's just exciting times for me now. A new contract with Matchroom, big massive promotional company on a big platform, and all I've got to do now is just keep doing what I'm doing, putting good performances in, keep progressing, keep stepping up the levels slowly but surely. That's down to obviously my team now, Eddie, and my coaches Paul and Anthony. They have the final say with who I fight, but yeah, it's just proper exciting times for me now, and looking forward to starting this year with a bang on Saturday.
Let's talk about the obviously, I saw the Instagram post, Peter McGrail, Matchroom, joins the Matchroom team. Was that an easy decision for you to make, to sign with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom?
There's obviously other good promotional companies out there, do you know what I mean? But I'd probably say what swayed me more towards Matchroom was they've got shows all over the place, you know what I mean, and my first 2 fights was on Matchroom shows, so I know what it's like to fight on Matchroom shows in Liverpool, do you know what I mean, and all the fans, they get behind the fighters in there, and also there could possibly be over the next few years a few America dates for me, so it's just things like that, and I believe with a team like Matchroom behind me, and obviously my coaches Paul and Anthony, and obviously my team now, my family and that. I believe that we're going to go quite far in the sport, and it's just good times, yeah.
I touched on it a little bit there when I said these GB members and the Olympians that come out, they are fast-tracked a little bit quicker. So, I mean, Josh Taylor was a world champion in his 14th professional fight. Then you've got young Galal Yafai, who's started in a 10-rounder after winning that gold medal. Do you feel like you can do that? Do you feel like you can get progressed a little bit faster than most amateurs that have come out of the amateur game?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, it's down to Paul, Anthony, and obviously my team. But me, myself, I believe I'm going to put myself up there with one of the best in the world. That's the way a fighter's got to believe. But I believe with my amateur career, what I've done in the World Series boxing, what I've done on the international stage at the major tournaments, the people who have boxed current world champions now in the likes of the World Series boxing, Olympic champions, they always used to get medals at the major tournaments. So I probably have got the experience to get fast tracked, you know what I mean? And I believe in me own head I'm good enough to get fast tracked. But it's just I'm not really bothered what way it goes, what line of belts I go for, whether it's the domestic, whether it's state on the international scene. I'm just enjoying the ride, and I know we're going to get to where we're going eventually, whichever way it works.
Let's talk about then. You've seen Inoue up close and personal. You've been out in Japan. You've seen the way his crowd works and how they are and how energised they are when he gets that victory. He's fighting Stevie Fulton up at a higher weight. Stevie Fulton's a very, very good boxer. You know what I mean? He can box. He's flashing. He can box off the back foot as well, which might stand him in good stead against somebody like Inoue likes to come forward and be a little bit of a pressure fighter. When you look at that fight, I don't know if you've seen much of Stevie Fulton, but when you look at that fight, how do you see it?
In my opinion, I probably lean towards Inoue. I just think he's a little bit sharper, and whether he's going to carry his power up that he's got from bantam to super bantam, obviously he's going to play a factor. But just when I was watching him live, his judgment of distance is perfect. Know what I mean? He never really loses his balance, and I reckon he might have a bit too much for Fulton.
Let me just put this to you then. Okay, I can talk about it because it's probably a way down. It's not an immediate fight. How does Peter McGrail beat Inoue?
Peter McGrail beats Inoue by just being himself, getting in there and just absolutely playing with him. Nah, but yeah, it's. I thought when I was there, when I was watching Butler against Inoue, it was. He's obviously he's a good fighter. He's an animal. Do you know what I mean? He's got unbelievable power, and whether he's going to carry it up to super bantam, we won't know until obviously we see his fights there. But he's not unbeatable. Do you know what I mean? People go on like he's some crazy monster and he's unbeatable. But there's openings there, and I'm pretty sure I could capitalise on them myself. But like I just said, that's ages away, and I've got nothing to worry about for that. I've just got to worry about Saturday. Not even worry, but I'm just focused on Saturday, and the time will come. The time will come.
One final one for me then, obviously. We've been at that M&S Bank Arena. I still call it the Echo Arena, man. That's how old school I am. It's the Echo, innit? The Echo Arena. What can the fans expect from me? I mean, we know when a Scouser fights here in Liverpool, with the Scouts crowd, it goes off. So can we expect much the same? Yeah,
definitely. I think this kid, I think he might be the Argentinian champion or something at Feder. So I'm expecting a good fight, you know what I mean? I'm expecting a tough operator, but good fighter, but not on my level. So I'm expecting me to be landing some nice clean shots. Just the way I've boxed all in my first 6 fights, you know what I mean? Looking good, not getting it much, landing loads of shots and hopefully get them out of there. That's always the plan for, I believe, any fighter. So yeah, it's just another good performance and another stepping stone to where we're going.
Definitely. Well, listen, I'll see you at the public workout tonight. I know that I'm here all week, so I'll see you all week. So I'm not going to say see you at the fight night because I'll see you tonight. But listen, Peter, pleasure as always, my man, and see you tonight. Aye, see you later. Cheers, mate.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.